What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Today we're doing a second episode on Jeannie Mai's submission piece that was a hot topic of discussion on The Real Show. Now, on this particular podcast, there were many hosts on there: Garcelle, Houghton, you had Lonnie Love, and some other person that probably had no talent that I don't care to remember. But Jeannie Mai was discussing that she believes in submitting to a man, to the authority of a man. And the man happens to be African American. That man happens to be Jeezy. Now, the two people who seem to have a lot of negative energy toward this, out of all the ladies, 'cause let's be honest, we live in a world where women expect everything from men, but expect to do nothing to get those things from men, which is why, in my opinion, that relationships are ending faster. Women are more single than ever because they want, but not want to comply. And when they get in situations that are unfavorable, they want to know, well, why is it the problem? Why am I here? And Lonnie Love seemed to have the biggest issues, her and Garcelle. Now, Garcelle has definitely hit the wall, definitely single, nobody's checking for her, which is why she's begging every network if she can be on there, because when she doesn't get a chance to be on the show, it's all about discrimination and hating on black people. Although she would do anything that she can to get next to White Zaddy. But that's another show. Lonnie Love was interrupting Jeannie Mai, when she was talking about that she wanted to submit. Lonnie Love had the attitude like this: date music? Jeannie, that's not true. Jeannie, that's not true. In other words, when Jeannie Mai was talking about what it takes to make a relationship work, Lonnie Love said it's not true, and how she wants a man to do 50-50. But see, when Lonnie Love talks about relationships and Jeannie Mai talks about it, it's apples and oranges, right? It's just like me trying to be a businessman and having a discussion about finance with Bill Gates. I can't tell Bill Gates that's not true. Bill Gates is a billionaire and he understands things on a different level than I do. Jeannie Mai is an attractive woman. When she talks about submission, from her standpoint, and being attractive, her experience with that being the way she is much different than Lonnie Love, who is not as attractive, much more overweight, and cannot attract high quality guys that will take care of her. And see, when you don't submit, this is where you're at. You end up like Lonnie Love. You end up looking like her, where you have no prospects for the most part, and that you need to go on Tinder to find a date, although you are known everywhere. You're making millions of dollars a year maybe, and you can't get anybody on your level. The reason why you can't, because number one, look at you. Number two, look at your attitude. And see, the thing about it is, the future for women who don't understand that beauty matters, submission matters, to guys who can, add value to your life, then you're gonna go around masking it behind this 50-50 talk. And see, beggars cannot be choosers. The reason why Lonnie Love talks like that, I'll tell you the reason why she talks like that. Because Lonnie Love can never experience the same thing that Jeannie Mai has. Lonnie Love has never been attractive as Jeannie Mai. Lonnie Love has never had the same attitude, and Lonnie Love has never been able to attract the same quality of men. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. We talked about this last night on the show. And this is the reason why when Lonnie Love is so abrasive, because she doesn't believe that this can actually happen. Like, it's not true. No, it's just not true for you. Whenever women find that other women are in good relationships that are healthy, where the man takes care of them, they're in traditional roles. Women who are unsuccessful in relationships like Garcelle, Lonnie Love, they're gonna say it's not true. But the reality of it is, It's just not true for you. Because see, I'm gonna talk about this with in the black community or in Uganda. All right, this is a very good conversation I want to have with you black men out there. Because see, mindset is everything. The black manosphere, when we started it, when I first came to know Obsidian around June 2015, we started talking around that time. The conversations that we had going forward were, would black men support what we do? Had this conversation with Alan Roger Curry in 2016. You know what we said? Well, we don't know, but we can give it a try. And people were saying, black men won't support your content. Black men won't do this. Black men won't do that. And for them, that was their experience. But for me, that has not been my experience. Black men have been very, very good to me and my content and supporting what I do here. Same thing with coming to the continent of Africa. People were having a bad experience coming to Uganda. People were having a bad experience. They couldn't get this achieved, couldn't get that achieved. That wasn't my experience. It's not my experience. So because it is not my experience, I've been successful. But you can't tell that to a loser. And Lonnie Love is a relationship loser. The only thing she knows how to do is to do with lower quality men. She's never dated a guy that can take care of her, because she's never put herself in a position to be that. I'm not gonna say that Lonnie Love is unattractive. She's not an ugly woman, but she doesn't take care of herself. That's number one. Okay, she doesn't have the mentality of a woman that needs to be in a relationship, and she's looking for a beta male. She wants to be the dominant person in a relationship. So she doesn't get the same experience that Jeannie Mai gets. She doesn't get a guy that's a Jeezy. She doesn't get nice trips. She doesn't get taken to nice vacations. She gets nothing but sandals. You get KFC. You get a guy that waits on you hand and foot when you come home from work, because now you have a husband that you have a wife pretty much that has male body parts. That's what you get, because you're not worth any more higher value for somebody else to give you that. That's the problem. It has everything to do with your attitude. More even so than her looks. And this is why women like Lonnie Love, especially in our community, stay behind. And then when you only can attract a bum, now you're mad. No. See, the thing about it is this. In the world today, because black men, we have to be held accountable for our decisions. We have to be held accountable for what we do. And do you know what? It is time in 2020 that the women in our community also be held accountable for the decisions that they make, for the failures that they've made in dating, for why they're unsuccessful in dating relationships. Because black men are held accountable. Lonnie Love should be held accountable for the fact that she can't get a guy that, is worth something, that anybody would find valuable, the same way that a man is. And the reason why she can't is because she actually should be learning from Jeannie Mai instead of trying to be, to be upset. But the reason why she's so combative, because so many women who watch The Real are like Lonnie Love. They look like her, they think like her, and they're in the same situation. And now that they have failed their life in that regard, it's too late to turn back now. So you have to still believing in, it's almost like, the Jehovah Witness scandal that happened in 1975, where the world wasn't going to end. And then 1976 came, they kept double downing on that. Give it up. All right? It's over. And that's the issue there. Guys, it's been real. It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Subscribe, hit the bell. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Check out the first comment pinned to the top, guys. Really, really thank you. I'm really, really appreciative of all this. Check out the first comment pinned to the top. And then also, check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. If you want to do that, that'd be definitely great. Buy one at the Teespring store. Also, check out the new podcast that we have, the O'Shea Podcast. Check out the playlist. You'll definitely be beneficial of that. And then check out our Patreon. Join us and support the channel. Support what we do so we can continue to grow. The Negro Manosphere blog, the community there. And don't forget to vote for the Negro Manosphere Awards. I really thank you guys for all that you do. And always remember, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.